Hello, I'm Richard. I'm a peer support worker at 93 Shilland Road.
My name's Roz. I'm a peer support worker at Shilland Road.
Hi, my name's Ricky. I'm a peer supporter at Shilland Road.
My name is Darren Downs. I'm currently employed at St Mungo's as a supported housing progression worker.
Hi, I'm Fatima, one of the staff from Shilland Road. A brilliant project in the whole world.
Hello. So yeah, I'm Frank here. I work for St Mungo's for a little while as a peer supporter.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm the Deputy Manager for 93 Shilland Road.
I was diagnosed with schizophrenia about 7 or 8 years ago after a couple of psychotic episodes and being in and out of hospital.
Basically, I've been homeless as well. I had mental health issues, drugs, alcohol, things like this,
I became homeless in January 2016, and then in February I was placed in a hostel in Camden for homeless women with mental health and substance use issues. I stayed there for about 6 months, in which things were a bit of a roller coaster. I got sectioned a few times, but then things started to get better, and then I moved into a low support hostel still in Camden.
Hi, I have a history of homelessness, substance use, and being in prison.
I suppose it comes from a long history of suffering trauma and abuse as a child. I joined the army, and on joining I picked up alcohol and became addicted and used that as a crutch for 30 years, resulting in being in contact with community mental health, police, courts. I've been sectioned 3 times, so I've had breaks in that.
I didn't live in the project, I lived in a women's hostel a long time ago.
Was that experience important for your role now?
Yes, it's very important because being a woman
Yeah.
and coming from a broken relationship and hardship and all that, you need to be strong, you need to have your hair screwed on, and you need good people around you, people that will work well with you to bring positivity in your life, not being told, because I had enough of being told what to do by men, by society, by my parents. So I just want to be the good role model in people's life by not telling them what to do, but first and foremost, loving people. Be there.
A peer support worker is a support worker like a project worker, but they use their lived experience. So they're paid exactly the same as project workers, same rota, same responsibilities. The only difference is that they have lived experience, and as part of their role, they need to use that.
Doesn't matter if you are homeless or if you are at home. It depends on the individual acting. You are punctual in your job.
Excellent.
So that's to tell other people, don't lose hope. Especially we work hard. You don't lose hope.
Peer support has been a great opportunity for me, not just to get back into work, but also to meet great people, to work alongside other peers who've had maybe homelessness or mental health problems as well. And so it's just really good that St Mungo's saw something that they thought that would, that I could be trustworthy, that I could go back into employment and help other people who'd been through similar things, obviously not exactly the same, because as we all know, that's it's a very broad term, schizophrenia or mental health in fact, so and no one has the same experiences.
2016 had been a really intense year, and I felt that all I kind of knew at that point was mental health system, was like mental health and like hostel services and homelessness services. And then it just seemed to make sense to kind of use that knowledge and my experience of those things And then I got a job at Shannon Road in November 2016. So I was still living in a hostel when I got the job, and it enabled me to be able to move out and move into a flat with my friends, which was amazing. And it just felt so great to be employed because of my experience rather than not be
I
employed.
became a project worker like 15 years ago, or maybe more than that, because I love people and I love injustice. And I want to see the people get on with their lives with good support. I hate seeing people being sidelined and being told of what to do, and you know, the mainstream stuff, like, you know, like working in a project and people with mental health, and they say take your medication and you have to do this and you have to conform to the requirement of what the project does.
Personal experience says a lot. Yeah? And if you haven't got no experience of it, how are you going to understand it?
I think sometimes clients, didn't feel like they could connect, with stuff, yeah. And when basically I told them what happened to me and things, they thought it was cool. They kind of trusted me more, and they thought, that I could understand them more and things, so it's happy.
Why?
Jonathan,
Experience, isn't it, of the situation that people go through.
Challenges in managing peer support workers. I found challenges with other external sources. So, for example, I think recruitment can be a bit of a battle. Sometimes people might not have recent work history, or they might have things on their DBS. I think for us it's just about appropriately challenging that and having conversations about it. I think with a lot of peers it's just chatting about stuff and supervision. So I work with peers that sort of hear voices and see things, and it's just about being able to have a conversation about that. If they are feeling a bit distracted at work, it's just saying that and being able to chat about that, not freaking out. That's just part of their life as it's part of lots of other people's lives. I think the benefits of having peers much more outweigh.
Okay, go.
I'm relishing my new role as a peer support worker because it gives me an opportunity to use my lived experience of the issues that I've faced to help support residents in my project.
Why do you employ peer support workers? Because it's the right thing to do. It's not easy, but it's the right thing to do. The best person I ever worked with was Mad, and she could only be at work 80% of the time, but that 80% was worth far more than some people who are there 100% of the time and don't understand the importance. They don't understand. For peer support workers are able to bring their own lived experience, and when they do, it makes a deeper empathic connection with the people that they work with. They understand what it's like to be sectioned, they understand what it's like to have no money, to have nowhere to sleep, to feel traumatised, and with that they bring such a deep understanding that the connection is made and it's invaluable. And even if they're only at work 80% of the time, even if there's more sickness issues or anything else, they have a better way of being at work.
Experience can't be good, desirable good, in my humble opinion.
Of what we do here is making sure that the people that we work with are listened to, because a lot of us have been in a situation where we haven't been listened to in the past, and having a staff member that can understand that makes a huge difference. Having people who've been in those kind of services makes it better because they know, they just get it. So then it means that things are much less institutional, they're much less clinical, they're much more like pie becomes a natural thing because it doesn't need to be theorised and heavily thought about. It's just, we all know what those places are, what we want those places to be like, and what we don't want.
Yeah, I think it's given me my own experiences of mental health services, being in and out of hospital has given me sort of wariness about the traditional medical model. It does have some things going for it, but a lot of it takes away your freedom, it takes away a lot of your agency, and it takes away a lot of your own say really in your treatment. So what we try to do here is a bit more it's a bit more human really. We try and be very open, not
I can say only today, just share a little bit about myself with someone. I could see in their eyes that they knew what I was talking about, and it left the person a little bit more open to talk to me.
I think as a service that is set up for people that experience homelessness and or mental health, if we are not set up to have people in our staff team that have experienced homelessness and mental health, then we're not set up correctly.